We're excited about the projects that the Lord's laid on our heart for this year, 2017. Over the last few years, God's allowed us to make some tremendous improvements and changes to our church. Last year in particular, one of the things that we did, or most of the things that we did, benefited the outside of the church. And of course, everything we've done, we've been able to do debt-free, cash as we go. God's been very good. Our first project for this year is not a project like a thing, it's a project like a person. Brother Jesse Delgado got saved at our church almost 4 years ago. And since that time of his salvation, God's done some tremendous things in his life. He knows that God would have him to preach and to be a missionary eventually to a Spanish-speaking countries. The door is open for him to intern this summer with Brother Merlot, a current missionary we support in Bahia Blanca, Argentina. Brother Jesse can fly out and spend the whole summer with him, as well as a few other missionaries in the area, immersing himself in the culture and learning the do's and the don'ts, all under the watchful eye of a veteran missionary. Of course, opportunities don't come cheap. The plane ticket alone is almost $1,700 for Brother Jesse to fly from Denver to Bahia Blanca, and we want to take care of that. In addition to that, it's been estimated it'll cost about $2,000 for him to live over the summer there in Bahia Blanca. So with the plane ticket and his living expenses, you're looking at about $3,700. But I'd like to give him at least $1,000 for him to return to Bible college with in the fall, which will help his ministry one day tremendously, which could result in thousands of people being followers of Jesus Christ. Once we get Brother Delgado taken care of and his internship in Argentina, the next project is a lot closer to home and will actually benefit more people here in Fort Collins. We knew that we had a problem with our bathrooms. Now, finally, after 15 years, I believe we can address it. As you can tell, I'm standing out in front of our ladies' restroom. We have the ladies' restroom upstairs and the men's restroom downstairs. We'll bore you with all of the details, but we believe we've come up with a way that will satisfy everything that needs to be done, including the city's requirements, by retrofitting what we already have. For the first time in my time at Calvary Baptist Temple, and for the first time probably in many, many years, we'll have a functional ladies' restroom and men's restroom on the first floor. But that's not all. In addition to what we're doing upstairs, we're also going to be able to make some subtle yet significant changes downstairs. So a men's and ladies' restroom upstairs and a men's and ladies' restroom downstairs. What a novel concept. Now, as to the finances of the bathroom, Brother Gabriel Olagi has bid the job and looked at the job and believes he could get it done for approximately $3,000. That is without him charging anything for his labor or his expertise. So while Brother Gabe has been perfectly clear he's willing to do it with no remediation whatsoever, I didn't feel that was right on our part. So I believe it's only fair and right that based on the amount of time and the skill used to make the changes, that we up that bid to $5,000. $3,000 for the work, $2,000 for the worker. So all of the bathrooms, $5,000 will get that done. Our third main project for 2017 is to make some changes with the vehicle you see behind us. But as we look to the future, I believe it's important that we not be reactionary, but we be proactive. What we'd like to do is replace it. I'm not thinking a 2016 or 2017 van, but rather just upgrading it. The 15-passenger vans serve such a valuable purpose here at our church. It's going to take about $5,000 to $6,000 to replace this with a nice, safe 15-passenger van. Most years, we try to have 3 projects that we work on. This year, if the Lord would allow us to take care of the first 3 projects we've already shown you in this video, we'd like to add on 2 small additional projects. Right behind me is our missions display. We'd like to modernize it, make some updates to it, make some changes to it. Missions is the heartbeat of Calvary Baptist Temple. We've said that for several years. But I also have to say this, you wouldn't really know it from looking at our missions displays. But it's time, as it is with many other things, just to update and modernize. And so to update and modernize our missions display case, like to raise $2,000 that will completely change the aesthetics of it, as well as show the priority that missions is at Calvary Baptist Temple. Our last additional project that we'd like to do in 2017 takes place right where I'm standing on. Back over my right shoulder is the old basketball hoop. We'd like that to stay there, the pole to stay there, but we'll put a new basketball hoop on it. In addition to that, we will pave a concrete basketball court right here in this vicinity that I'm standing on. What will that allow us to do? Well, one, it'll give the kids a basketball court to shoot around on. But two, it'll also give us more parking. Our basketball court project will run approximately $2,000. It is in addition to our regularly scheduled vision projects. $2,000 would give the young people a safe place to play, but also allow us a safe place to park. This year's vision projects will be structured much like previous year's vision projects. On I Love My Church Sunday, February the 12th, we will take up a special Vision Fund project offering. On that day, we are hoping to have, and truthfully need to have, $4,000 on hand to be able to move forward with the projects. Also on that Sunday, we'll take up commitment cards. Commitment cards for weekly or one-time gifts for the various projects. Also on that day, you could mark down, I will give a one-time offering. I challenge and trust that you'll be working diligently and praying what God would have you to give on I Love My Church Sunday, February the 12th, and additionally, weekly or monthly or a one-time gift to the various projects. $20,000 is the approximate total it would take for all of the goals that we've laid out. I believe God is capable of doing that and much, much more. I know my wife and I are praying about it. We're excited about it. We're looking forward to doing our part. I trust you'll join us in the vision for 2017, Calvary Baptist Temple.